DeJoy sets the day, but will there be delight as your second stimulus check takes flight? Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Afternoons LALATE. Hope you're great and safe. This is our 2-hour programming block that starts every day with the check, 3:30, then goes to hazard pay at 4 o'clock, FPUC at 4:30, and finally rent assistance at 5 o'clock. The wonderful man himself, Mr. DeJoy, Postmaster, Toastmaster, Inspector General Extraordinaire, Louis DeJoy, has agreed to appear before members of Congress in an emergency return to Congress this coming Monday, originally offered as Sunday, but the hearing will be on Monday. But why is this document, let me sure I hold it up straight, this one ultimately likely to get you your second stimulus check? Boy, bombshells galore, and it's only a Monday afternoon. Let me get right to the details. This document is called DAA, Delivering for America's Act. And it was released minutes ago, and it is the act upon, or the bill, upon which DeJoy is at issue for, and at which Congress has returned for an emergency act coming next Monday. Why does this have anything to do with your second stimulus check? It has everything to do with it. It doesn't just have to do with your second stimulus check because Republicans and Democrats both won and now have a second standalone bill for the second stimulus check. That Nancy Pelosi on Friday allegedly said she would agree to a standalone bill for your second stimulus check to get it out now because there's been too much haggling about everything else. That Mark Meadows wants to have a standalone bill for the second stimulus check, as he indicated on Sunday News. But another factor, that when offered the ability to return back to session before it was announced on Sunday, Democrats told Nancy Pelosi, I think we got to get this stimulus thing done, Nancy. It was reported by Politico. And while, I'll make it very clear to you, while the actual press statement from Nancy Pelosi ordering members of Congress back in session to vote on this thing only mentions this bill, there are countless reports, including Politico, that says the stimulus is still front and center before both the Republicans' mindset and the Democrats to get it done in the next couple days. But there's another twist, and I'm not yet to that as well. Why does this document have everything to do with your check? It's because it's going to ultimately hurt the Democrats if people understand what's happened here. And I think they're going to understand within about 10 seconds of watching this video. The bill is a bill concerning what's going on with the post office. And the bill was written as an emergency situation for an emergency claim by the Democrats. And while I don't really care to dwell on what's in the bill, what I do want to dwell on the fact is that it's 2 paragraphs. 2 paragraphs to get emergency relief for a post office scandal when, and you know what I'm about to say, your stimulus check is tied up in a 120-page bill. It ultimately is not going to look good for the Democrats right now or anytime soon. Why, when America needed relief and a second stimulus check to go out in May, June, July, August, that could be drafted in a 3-sentence bill, could be done on 1 page, not 3 pages. I actually dropped 1 page on the floor just right now. It could be done in 1 page, in 1 sentence. Why could it not be done then? Why can it not be done now? Why can eviction moratorium, which is literally just a sentence, so decreed, no evictions shall be allowed in this country until the pandemic's over, unemployment drops below this, so signed. It's not looking good for the Democrats. And ultimately, it won't look good for the Republicans as well. Here's the rub. As you sit here and you wonder, where's that $1,200 second stimulus check? The parties agreed upon the $1,200 second stimulus check. LA's been reporting that for 2 weeks. The parties themselves, Meadows and Nancy, as I affectionately called him Mark Meadows this morning, I called him Mark Mnuchin or Steve Meadows. They agreed upon $1,200 as a second stimulus check. 1 check. They agreed upon that to go out, individuals, non-dependents, married couple, $2,400. They agreed upon it. Do you mean to tell me they can't agree upon one little factor, that dependents get $1,200 instead of $500? They can agree upon that. Someone asked me on Twitter, it was a great question, how much money more is it to give $1,200 for a dependent instead of $500? It's nothing. It literally is nothing in the scope of a $3 trillion bill. It's nothing. It's such a small amount of money. So to say that these people can't agree upon a second stimulus check because of $500 versus $1,200 for dependents is just not floating it. It's also not floating it on the issue of how many dependents. President Trump on last Friday, if you watch his channel, said, I want to pay $3,400, which is married couple, $1,200, and 2 dependent children. He said a family of 4. Democrats want to do a family of 5. They can do a family of 5. These people, Republicans and Democrats, could do a family of 5, everyone $1,200, $6,000. $6,000 versus $3,400 is not going to bankrupt America. No one believes it. Moreover, the issue at hand is this. Why are members of Congress able to get their butts back in town to deal with a guy named Louis DeJoy that a lot of the viewers are just like, enough already with DeJoy. Give me my Zizek. Give me my Zizek now. You know, it's like, and then there's Nancy Pelosi, who's pitching to the American public is not going so well because she said back in May, the Democrats proposed a HEROES Act, which passed by the Senate and it passed by the House and sat in the Senate, and Mitch McConnell didn't do anything about it. Okay, yeah, I got the part about Mitch, but let's remind you, Nancy, the HEROES Act is 120-something pages long. Why is a small little provision that is of all a few silly little sentences that you could have done in a half a piece of paper being held up with a $125-page bill? It's not even worth $125. $125-page bill. Ultimately, viewers have really grasped on the severity of the pitch is off-center. No one is going to buy that members of the House and Senate can be rushed back into town to deal with a situation about a postmaster general that really manifested itself in the last few weeks when you've been waiting around for a $1,200 check since May, and you were told it's part of a big stimulus package, because that guy with the purple shirt always does this hand gesture. Your check is part of the stimulus package. I do that thing. Take it out of the stimulus package, Nancy. You can write a bill that's 2 paragraphs long on a page and a half of piece of paper. Do it for the check and send out the check. Same thing can be done for hazard pay. Oh, no, it should be for rent assistance. Hazard pay, I understand. That can be, that has to be a little bit longer. But same thing can be done for rent assistance. So as we sit here today, there's no clarity why the Democrats think that telling America that they need to wait for their desperately needed, urgently needed $1,200 second stimulus check has to be tied up in a 125-page bill that members of the House are going to go home for recess, but can rush back to town for a 2-page paragraph scandal about a postmaster? America ain't stupid. It's not going to go well for both sides. So Oversight Chairwoman Carolyn Maloney wrote this, Democrat in New York, who ironically is the state that wants all that bailout money that Mnuchin's having a problem about, sent in a press release that she's pleased to report that DeJoy will appear before the committee Monday, August 24th. The American people want their mail medicines and mail-in ballots delivered in a timely way, and they certainly do not want drastic changes and delays, said Maloney in a statement. Maloney, can I edit your sentence for you? Let me edit yours. This is LALATE editing your sentence. If you want to send this YouTube video to her, just tag her. The American people want their check, want their rent eviction moratorium, and want their mortgage forbearance delivered in a timely way by members of the Democratic Party. They've been waiting since May, and it's tied up in a 125-page bill. Why was it not written in a 1-page bill? It's just, come on now. Robert Duncan, the chairman, no relation to Duncan Hines, but maybe he'll bring nice donuts to the meeting. The chairman of the Post Office Board of Governors, selected in May, will also testify. It will be 10 a.m. It'll be live streamed. Oh my God, such excitement. I'm just biting my nails waiting to hear DeJoy talk. This is as Nancy Pelosi has ordered the House back into session. Now, let me explain where we are with the big ass "where is Waldo" situation again. I'm gonna have to put ankle bracelets on these people because I can't keep track of where they are by the minute. All members of the House are returning this Sunday and late Sunday and early Monday to D.C. Many have never left because they have nothing else to do. Many have never left. They've been at Waffle House eating and talking about Mitch. A lot of them have not left. Some of them are going to the Democrat convention to get, free meals. And they will be there for a couple of days, but later on Sunday and Monday they will return. I want to make very clear, they're returning to be back in session for everything. So the original indication was that this was an emergency return just for one issue. No. And I know someone's going to drop in the comments, Nancy is just coming back to do the mailbox thing. And it's just about stamps on Monday. It's not about stimulus. No, she's ordered them all back to be in town to work. And guess what? They probably get paid for it. So that's probably why they're happy to come back. They're getting another check while we're waiting for our check. I'm extra salty today. Delivering for America's Act should be called next in line after delivering our check for America's Act. DCAA. I like that better, actually. So where do we stand? Is anything going to be taken out for child support? Going to be 55 comments in the first minute of this video. Anything taken out for child support? Anything taken out for child support? Don't know. I think that based upon that was the fly buzzing in my ear and asking the same question, that he backed child support with the fly as well. Mark Meadows is literally, giving the White House away, as indicated on Sunday morning. He's very concerned about this mailbox thing. So he literally on Sunday morning news is like, yeah, I'll give her this, I'll give Nancy this, I'll give Nancy that. And he said it in a very, exasperated way. I guess that 1 week vacation to Sandals did not go very well. Fantasy Island. Where did he go? Why did he return? Anyway, the fact is that he literally on Sunday was giving everything away to Nancy Pelosi that she wanted. So why not give $1,200 for dependents, Mark? Steve Meadows, come on, give us the $1,200 dependents. If you don't understand what's going on for this dependents, let me explain again. Why do you always repeat yourself? Because some people don't catch it the first time. The Republicans want to pay $500 to adult dependents in the second stimulus package. What are adult dependents? These are people who appear on someone else's tax return. These are people who are 18 years or older who appear as a dependent on someone else's tax return. So if you're 65 years of age and you appear on your son's tax return, that's who I'm referring to. If your golfing buddy does his own tax return because he took an accounting class 10 years ago, then he's always been getting a full stimulus check, but he's going to laugh at you because you're only getting a $500 second stimulus check. It's unfair. It doesn't make sense. And what's even worse about it, and this is really what's horrible, is that you didn't get a first stimulus check either. Everyone under the first stimulus package who is an adult dependent was ineligible for a first stimulus check. Yeah. So all those people that are 18 years of older and are dependents did not get a first stimulus check, and now the second time they want to get a $500? Oh, so they screwed you over the first time and now they want to screw you over again? It's just, it doesn't make sense. Why are we saving the extra what? Let me do Larry Kudlow math. $900. What's $1,200 minus 500, Larry? 900. Or maybe it's 650. Why are we saving that extra few dollars? It's really not apparently clear why we're doing it under the Republicans' proposal. Additionally, the question about dependents. Let me explain to you that, because a lot of people have asked that question as well. The Republican proposal, as detailed by the president in a tweet on Friday, which, it could have been changed 20 times since then, because really Mark Meadows was inverting everything the president said on Sunday morning. But the president said he wanted to pay a family of 4 under the second stimulus package, whereas the Democrats want to pay a family of 5. Now, what is a family or household, I guess is the more technical term. What is that? That means if you're a single mom, 4 children under the Democrats, 3 children under the Republicans. So that's the way it works. As someone said, can my dog be a dependent? They are, but No, they can't get a check. Then, so this is that Carolyn, Carolyn, if you're watching, Carolyn, write one of these for the second stimulus check, do one for rent assistance, put it in the mail, have Postmaster General mail it to all the members of Congress and say, sign it and we're done. I mean, really, come on. As to the remainder of what's going on today, I want you to watch FPUC. That will be really the fact-intensive line item video of this afternoon. I am literally going through every single state as to what's going on with new FPUC, which is called LWA, Lost Wage Assistance. Yeah, like we didn't have enough names. I will be going state by state because that is a highly dense video. So join me with that. A lot of people have asked me as well. When will this become a law, LALATE? What's going on and how is this going on? First of all, I want to make very clear that I report to you what other people in Congress are reporting or the Trump administration's cabinet. I'm not the one signing the bill. I'm not the one setting their schedule. I'm not the one delivering the chicken and fish to the table for Nancy and Steve. So if they don't want to meet at the table, if they don't agree to what they agreed upon 2 hours earlier, don't look at the guy with the purple shirt. I mean, I was just not in the room. I'm not even in the same zip code. I don't even wear the same haircut. I mean, thank God. So, Steve Mnuchin, Mark Meadows, Donald Trump, Larry Kudlow, everyone's position is second stimulus check goes out this week. That's their position. Steve Mnuchin, who's head of Treasury, says that the moment that there's an agreement on the check, then it can be in your pocket, within 10 days and maybe add a day or two for bank processing for electronic means, add an extra week if it's paper check, and it would come by the manner in which you receive your benefits if you're on SSDI, SSI, Social Security, and railroad benefits. Everyone agrees that there's nothing different for anyone on SSDI, SSI, Social Security, or railroad benefits. It really just has nothing to do that you're on benefits. Rather, the factor is whether you're a dependent or not a dependent. I get that question a lot. People say, oh, they just don't want to give a check to someone on SSDI. No. It has nothing. It's not even in the equation. The only thing that's in the equation is the dependent versus non-dependent issue. So there's that. Then if the IRS has any tracking of where you are because you has tracking of your bank account because of you paying money over the years to them, lots of money to them, but no stimulus check, then that's the way you would receive the funds. But what's happening with Steve and Nancy? Well, they are still talking. They're talking on a daily basis. They're not talking in person. Mark Meadows is still really in an angry place. I think he needs like one of those, ebooks where you just sort of chant in a room and just sort of relax a little bit. And sadly enough, Schumer's focus at the moment is this postmaster. It's not so much about stimulus. So it's being one is anchoring the other, but then sometimes it becomes backdoor or back burner discussions for other people. Coming up next is hazard pay, then FPUC, and next rent assistance. Do me a favor, go to the front of this channel and hit the subscribe and alert button. There's a lot of stuff coming out, and I'm updating stuff like which state is paying FPUC by the minute. We're at 92,000 subscribers. 192,000 subscribers. We're very close to 100,000 to 200,000. So let's. I don't even remember what it is. It's 198,000. I don't even remember what it is. So go to the front of the channel. Maybe it's 22,000. I just don't even remember anymore. Go to the front of the channel, hit the subscribe and alert button. Send me an emoji. No, and I will send you updates as soon as something breaks. Let's get to 200,000 and see you on the next video. Stay informed, stay focused, stay smiling, and stay LA for more.